You gotta walk to the polls.
Yeah.
immediately.
Oh, I had you guys muted for a
Jack
second.
is now gonna lose
Welcome
because
to
of
the
that,
Will
Luke.
Stancil show, everyone.
Okay,
Guys,
now we're live.
walk to a polling site and vote on that thing.
Oh
You
my
guys are.
gosh.
Jack is gonna lose because of the walk to a joke. You guys
Let him
just
do the
now do realize
intro.
that.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Will Stancil show, everyone.
gosh,
And it
what
do
is-
be like that.
Jack.
There's a lot of skits.
Many people on.
Okay, everyone, shut up. Okay, hey everybody. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself. We're joined with a full freaking crew today: John, Luke, Midnight Messenger, Real Texan, Poster Tubbs, and Mr. Yay, the schizophrenic.
Dude, is there an election going on or something? Like, this is like election levels of stream participation.
Everybody's here.
This is what happens when we do an afternoon stream, because in the mornings we all have jobs, school, and shit.
Yeah, this motherfucker has been hosting streams during my college class, and I've never been able to join anything.
Listen,
I literally got off work the second the stream started. Hello.
So we have a lot to talk about today. We got to talk about the new bombshell expose of the Biden admin over the auto pen stuff, and also the operation, whatever it's called, where they're spying a bunch of people.
So first, send us your money. Send us your super chat. Give us $1 a month for
Give me the money.
Yeah, like Real Texans saying, if you want to support the channel, you could send super chats. You could join the channel today, but super chats are the best way to get your questions answered. I'll read through as much of chat as possible, but usually super chats are the best way to get your questions answered. And already we got a super chat, the video maker for 2 or 5. Voted for Curtis Sliwa back in 2021. I'm currently baiting against the wall if I should vote for Curtis again or for Cuomo. A fucking shit show.
Okay, let me tell you why. Okay, the private polling says it's narrowing. We got to beat Mandati at all costs. Just vote for Cuomo. Hold your nose. Next cycle, next mayoral race, you can vote to get him out. I don't care. But, like, we got an actual shot, potentially, of pulling off the upset of the century. That's what I'm hearing from the internal numbers.
And we might be having a scandal with Zoran. I can't verify.
So don't waste your vote on Sliwa. Don't waste your vote on Sliwa. Vote
I have heard. Okay, I have heard the early voting is much older.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the primary electorate.
Yeah.
The primary electorate was
the
primary electorate was unexpectedly young. The actual election day vote and the actual a general election vote is seen to be much older, which is much better for Cuomo and much worse for Mondani.
I forgot we were streaming. Hi, guys.
Hello. So yeah, the whole crew is here today.
Everybody's here.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? It's almost like I've been telling you to host it at 5 o'clock specifically so we have a full fucking house. It's like Ye and I have been saying this for a while now, right, Ye?
Oh gosh, American Nerd.
Yeah, particularly on Mondays and Wednesdays and maybe sometimes Tuesdays. I cannot do 9 days.
American Nerd for 2. I thought rap streams were your old jobs. No, definitely not. The video maker for 2.
Hey, you're out of a job, buddy.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'll vote for Cuomo. Then
this is his job. It's a pretty tasked job.
Shut up. He's reading super chats. You fuck.
Yeah,
I'm defending you, Rap.
Jeez. Okay, I'll vote for Cuomo, and then I'm not reading the rest of that. But yeah, thanks to Super Chat video maker. Christopher Gooden has been a member for 15 months. Thank you so much, good sir. All right, we got to talk about this shit show known as New York. Listen, we've been kind of avoiding this because it's been a shit show.
Look, you're going to have to specify what you mean by that. New York is always a shit show in a different way.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the mayor election. All right, Yoshi Fan Nick for 5. Do you worry about the surge for Cuomo's too late, like what happened to Zeldin in 2022? Okay, let's talk what's going on here. Everybody probably knows, but for those that live under a rock, there is a mayor election happening in New York City, and it is a total clusterfuck.
I also want to clarify something for anyone in the chat who may think this is the case. No, this is not Takia. This is not him trying to infiltrate American society to spread Islam. He's a gay race communist. This is not a Muslim thing, though him being Muslim definitely is an issue for New York, given what happened, 24 years ago.
Yeah.
This is a gay race communists are trying to take the country over and flood it with immigrants because they know that's the only way they can win elections thing.
Islam is not the cause. Islam is the excuse. Just remember that.
Mamdani is a very secular Muslim. I mean, he's even in favor of legalized prostitution. Like his religion is a factor in the election, but it's not the reason for him. The only part of Islam that affects him is it makes him very, very cozy with unindicted co-conspirators of certain terrorist attacks in the 90s.
Well, and he's also celebrated like other like holidays of different faiths. Like he celebrated like Yom Kippur, for example. I think he even celebrated Diwali as well too.
Yeah.
So
He was he came out in
Trump
favor
celebrated
of
that
the
one as well in the Oval Office. So
he came out
Yeah.
in favor of an organization that was actively funneling money into Hamas. That group,
yes.
the people in charge of that group were actually convicted and sent to prison. They're called the Something Five. The name is slipping me right now, but it was literally it was directly
Little Rock
funding it.
Five?
Something like that. I don't even know. They were directly funding a terrorist organization.
Yeah, that's a
And
good sign.
he shouted them out in a video from that was like not even 3 or 4 years ago.
All right, Saul Goodman for 2. Win Culver's review never. Princess Rider for 5. God sent to New Jersey to ballot harvest for Jack. Nice weather. Anyway, I'll be at the victory party Tuesday. We'll give updates on the mood and stuff. Yeah, we're talking about New Jersey soon. Maybe not today, but Videomaker for 2. His Muslim family are full of rich commies. Lol. Well, yeah. I mean, he has a very interested family, and like
The most Muslim thing about him is that he's going to get the Muslim vote in New York. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
he's getting
literally
like
it.
90% of the Muslim vote. He's getting that vote easy.
You know, I mean, yeah, those are all. I actually agree with your guys' points. I mean, I think his like Muslim identity is just a way to say "fuck you" to white America, and that's like the most important thing. But he is a gay race communist first and foremost, and it'd be the same even if for some reason, well, maybe if he was a Christian, he'd be less retarded. But he could hypothetically be a Christian, and he would still have the same horrible politics, which is freeing all the criminals from prison. It is. I don't know if he's gonna get away with this, but can you imagine? Like he first day in, he gets into office, and it's like Dark Knight Rises style. Like I'm gonna free all the prisoners from prison. Like he's fucking Bane.
There
would
is
be
one
just
thing.
brutal.
There is one thing. Okay, the thing with Mondani is the problem with him, and this goes back to his actual policies as well. Most of the things that he's campaigning on, he has no ability to do. The mayor has a lot of power, particularly around the police force. But when it comes to rent freezing, when it comes to like prisons, he doesn't.
That's the governor.
He doesn't have a ton of influence. Well, it's the governor, but it's also the city council. The city council has a lot of power in New York. The mayor is not, he's not a unilateral authority. So while Mondani can do a lot of damage with his policies, he's not able to actually enact any of his like rent freezing, like any of his economic policies. None of them are possible with the city council and the governor.
And even then, the rent freezing is probably why he got the nomination in the first place.
Yeah, he got the nomination by running on policies that he cannot implement.
Yeah.
And
At least
I
not
think it also,
unilaterally.
I think it also helps him. And I will say this as well. Zoran, he's got charisma. He is a charismatic politician.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
I can't believe Riz used to get it in New York City.
well, I was going to. I mean, he won the nomination in part because he ran the most charismatic campaign. Cuomo ran a terrible campaign in the primary, and his electorate was the people that were most likely to vote for Cuomo were like low propensity voters who who weren't going to show up in like most elections, and where Mamdani's election was more high propensity.
Yeah, Mamdani also. I mean, he basically got dictator margins with Young Democrats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why he won the nomination. Really was the rent freezing stuff, and then the
he probably got. I think he probably got at least like 95% or so of the Young Democrat electorate.
No, you want to know why?
Well,
You want to know the real
like
reason
voted
he won that
clearly.
primary? I can explain. The reason he won that primary, Cuomo was going to win. He was ahead. The problem was Mamdani built up an early vote advantage, and you know what ended up happening? Election day, it ended up being like 130 degrees in most of the city. So a lot of people were like, I don't want to go out in this weather. Cuomo's leading comfortably in the polls. And then they just didn't go and vote. That's what happened.
Yeah, well, it's that, and because what happened was the electorate was so unbelievably young. It was a very, very young electorate, one of the youngest electorates I think I've ever seen in a New York City election.
Electorates ever.
The boomers just didn't show up, and that's part of it, obviously.
I mean, it's that not so. I mean, he energized the shit out of the young voters.
Yeah, for sure. So it was a combination. It was a combination of that. It was a combination of a very, very young electorate It was a combination of people who vote on election day not wanting to go out in hot weather, and it was people who thought, okay, there's no way Mondani can win. There's been a lot of buyer's remorse in this election. What it seems like, not necessarily people who voted for Mondani regretting their vote because he's got those voters baked in, but more people who regret not showing up and preventing what could have happened.
Do you guys think it's interesting you guys talk about that phenomenon, and you guys are right? Do you think the polls right now are weirdly overstating Mamdani?
Okay, here, let me say my take on this. I think, okay, so the current polls just came out. We had a new one for Quinnipiac, and had Mamdani at 43%. So I want to make one thing clear. I don't see him cracking 50. I don't think
crack 50.
I don't see that.
No.
I could not even crack 40.
I was predicting it recently, but with the early vote stuff and then the possible scandal coming, I think he's definitely not getting 50.
Well, yeah, here's what
He'll definitely. He will. In my opinion, I think him winning is still the most likely scenario. Regardless.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, he's
By
gonna.
the way, when is that scandal that Halpern was hyping up coming?
It was
Allegedly today, I
supposed
thought.
to come out soon. Next thing we know, like end the
Allegedly.
stream, and it comes out.
Next thing you know, we end the stream and it turns out.
I was going to say, it's going to come out as
Yeah.
soon as you say Godspeed to all of you.
Yeah, it's just
I
like,
mean,
like,
Good thing we
I mean,
streamed
when-
late today.
hold on.
Maybe it'll come out
Did we-
soon.
Hold on. I mean, when is this show? Is this show today? When is the show?
it shows
today?
in the morning.
Okay. I feel like he probably would have released it in the morning, so it may be tomorrow.
Well, I mean, I think one of the campaigns has it. I don't know. One of the campaigns probably have the info. So
I would bet the Cuomo campaign already has
Yeah.
it. I don't think
I mean,
anybody is wanting to play ball with Sliwa right now, which I don't blame them for all the shit he's caused.
okay. Video Maker for 2. People forget Zoran's mother isn't a Muslim. Really? She isn't? I don't know.
She's
that.
Hindu.
May not be
I thought she
practicing.
worked on, like,
She's
I'm
Hindu.
gonna be real. I thought Zoran's mom worked on Disney movies or something.
She works on, I don't think they're Disney movies, but I know she does work on movies.
American Nerd for 2. Besides Trump, politicians' promises don't mean much. True. Princess Writer for 10. Second to last polls by the RNC, by the way. New Jersey, D plus 0.8. Virginia Governor, D plus 5. Virginia AG, R plus 11. Many Democrats said unsure, so this is likely closer to R plus 4 to 6. New York City, Zoran plus 11. Sliwa is a distant third. California, yes, plus 19. RNC's pulled funding. Yeah, so it's Elsa Chat.
So-
Okay, what-
Let me explain the California thing. The California thing, I think the internal polling is bad enough. People realize, okay, low propensity voters aren't going to show up, which is, primarily, conservative Latinx voters. They're not going to show up.
Latinx.
Shut up. I say it just to be funny. I don't actually use the term. Don't
Oh,
worry.
Latinx. Said it though.
Yeah, Latinx. Anyways, it's just gonna win because of high propensity white liberals, high propensity like progressive minorities. They're all gonna show up and vote for it. My best bet right now is I think most of the polling has narrowed. I think it's gonna sit around yes plus 12 or 13.
I agree.
But what's gonna happen is the RNC has pulled funding. They don't think they can stop it with the vote. They are going to probably just sue. They're going to
That's
try
what
to
I
what they're going
heard.
to try to do is they're
Mhm.
going to sue to try to get the map blocked at least for 2026.
Well, because I think I heard something where it's like they might have.
It violates the California
Yeah,
state
they
constitution.
violate. They like
But
broke the law somehow.
okay, yeah, that's the thing. Whenever I was looking into this, I swear the deadline was like the deadline to get a referendum on the ballot was like a month before they ended up passing the law, which is
Yeah.
why I was like, okay, there's no way. I was like, okay. I think whenever I first read up on this, I'm like, okay, they have like 3 days to do this. A month went by, and then they finally put it, and then they finally voted on it. I'm like, that's not what the deadline said. The deadline was like August or like July, and they put it on like what, September?
Yeah, it was.
From
I thought
what I
it was late
understand-
August. I thought it was
Late August. It might have been late August, but I'm pretty sure the deadline was either late July. I'm pretty sure it was like late July. So the ballot referendum itself shouldn't even be legal. So they're going to try to get the map blocked, at least preliminarily. And then I assume they're going to keep going and just say, okay, this referendum was unlawfully put on the ballot. It should have been put on the ballot in 2027 or 2028 or 2026. You can't use it. And then they have to have a revote. And at that point, the VRA is already going to be gone, hopefully. And whatever 5 seats California knocks out doesn't matter because they're going to draw out probably 8 or 9 seats in the South.
So it's It's like if
You're
that
telling me
court's
he's a fucking idiot who doesn't think anything through. Wow, I didn't know that. You're telling me now for
Well,
the
it's
review.
so
Even
stupid.
without the VRA, they may just go ahead and like try to draw out all remaining Republicans in California.
That's a ticking time bomb. Go ahead though.
Yeah,
Go-
that's a big mistake.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Imagine
Oh, yeah.
the shit the Republicans could do with lawfare if the Democratic Party destroys basically all of Republican representation in the state of California.
That is a fair point. Go ahead, do it. Go right ahead and do that. See what happens.
It's not like the South where you have what, 8 seats, 7 seats, 6 seats per state.
You have 53 or whatever.
But if the Democrats
California,
actually try to do
California
like,
is already one of the most
yeah.
uneven electorates in the entire country.
if the Democrats
Go ahead,
actually
John.
try to go like full 52-0, they're gonna draw a dummy manager. I mean, it's just inevitable.
Yeah,
So
it
they're
has to.
kind
I
of
mean, look at Central Valley. Just Central Valley
Yeah,
alone is
they're caught
freaking
between a
mess.
rock and a hard place. I mean, what the Democrats should do ideally, if Prop 50, and I do think Prop 50 is probably going to get struck down by the courts, they should just try to pass like a slightly more aggressive gerrymander that gives Republicans seats in the Central Valley, but they get seats in Orange County. But they don't do that because California Democrats are power hungry and mad, and they don't understand the state, while it's still a very blue state, is shifting to the right. It shifted 10 points right to the right in like one election cycle. And if they continue acting like this, it's going to shift further to the right. So,
Yeah.
anyways.
But go on, John. John, I'm sorry interrupting you. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm bouncing back and I'm doing stuff. Okay. Mami Mondani. I want you to hear what films she's did. She's did 3 films. The first one was about an Indian immigrant in America. The second one was about a Punjabi wedding. And the third one, a Disney movie, was about a Ugandan chess player. Ugandan brown woman
Damn.
chess player, child.
Damn.
So yeah, no.
Wow.
And so, yeah,
I
great
thought
filmography.
she made golf.
So
balls.
basically, Bollywood and Disney. Okay.
She's
Basically-
she's Bollywood Disney. She's not a traditional Muslim. She sits at like
She's
she's a
Hindu.
big wig. Yeah, she's a big wig Hindu movie maker. That's what she is.
Damn.
You had to start calling them Zoran Mommy Daddy. That's a decent nickname there.
Gosh. Prince Writer for 5. The argument with the RNC plans is the vote to put the referendum on the ballot can't apply to 2025, but it can to 2026, so a revote next year. They're gonna pull shit like that. It's in the state constitution, I think, where they can't do that. So
I mean, even the 2026 electorate. Well, I mean, the governor race that could probably help make the referendum closer.
unless it's 2
It'll probably
Republicans.
Yeah,
It
I was
probably
gonna
still
say.
pass,
Yeah.
though. I don't.
I'll say yeah. Also, yeah, I was gonna say that's the electorate. Not the electorate. The fuck am I saying? Yeah, that is the argument. It's literally just they put it on the ballot illegally, so they're just gonna have a revote
Well, the crazy thing
on
about
2026.
the crazy the California thing is if they would have just kept their mouths shut and not do anything, that would have actually helped in this house. Because
I would
states like
remind
Ohio
people-
wouldn't have done anything.
Ohio. Well, no. Okay. Okay.
Ohio had.
I disagree with Ohio because Ohio, the way their constitution works, if a map passes without bipartisan support, it only lasts
Oh,
for 2
not
elections.
Ohio. I mean, like Missouri and stuff. Excuse me, Missouri.
Missouri. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're right on that. Missouri,
Yeah,
Indiana,
Florida.
Missouri, Indiana, North Carolina, Florida. None of them would have redrawn. It would have been Florida. Not Florida. It would have been Texas. Texas would have drawn. Probably it would have gotten its 5 seats, and that would have been it.
Yeah,
I don't think
I would've-
any other seat would have really redrawn until the VRA went out.
But no, they had to freaking Gavin Newsom had to stop Orange Man. So
Gavin Newsom had to illegally put on the ballot a month after the deadline a gerrymander and just kind of hopes it gets across the finish line because of high propensity voters.
yeah,
Which
So, yeah.
that
Did y'all
part's
see the,
working out for now until the courts strike it down for being, obviously illegal.
Yeah, they also put out an ad today with Obama, and I think they had I had Newsom.
they had to trot them out
had,
again.
Chris Murphy, Elizabeth Warren, Jasmine Crockett, AOC.
They always had to trot them out every time.
They made it about abortion, if I
Latifah
remember
Simon.
correctly.
Dog,
Friggin'
we're aborting
dumbasses.
you.
I mean, perhaps I'm coping about Prop 50, but the fact that it's only like plus 13 in favor of passing when this is the state of California, I think that's awful considering Republicans have placed absolutely no money in opposing it.
I'm telling you, California is not as blue as it was even 5 years ago, and
No.
it's going to continue shifting right with Hispanic and Asian trends, and with the
Oh no,
California
but according to
Democratic
according to Robert Barnes, and Richard Barris, like these voters are Democrats now because populism or something.
Didn't almost every county in California shift Republican in
All of
2024?
them except
even
for
the Bay
one
Area
rich-
ones did.
Yeah,
I
the
think
only
the
one
only
that
one- I
didn't
think-
go was a rich ski county, or a rich. It was a rich lake county off of Lake Tahoe.
I think it's
Was it
Alpine.
Nevada
I think
County?
No,
I think
Alpine.
it's It's in
Alpine, okay.
Alpine. It's I think it's like I think it is a county actually.
It
but
has like 200 people in it, and they're all like white boomer, like hippie libs. And it's the only one that moved that
Definitely.
barely budged.
I know people who've been there. That's definitely been the case, especially for the past decade.
I am Battlefield for 2. Ooh, this is a good one. Thoughts on Snap. Ooh, yeah, that's a big story. So
they're my favorite '90s electronic band.
oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Not
Known
that
for
Snap.
known for hit
yeah.
song "The Power."
For
that's
those that,
probably the new. I think that's going to be the new cope. Is that the snap cuts are going to hurt us.
I
Yeah.
think it's gonna funny enough probably help us. Funny enough, it helps us.
Well, I mean, we know at the very least from the past couple of days that the biggest government union is wanting Democrats to just sign to agree to it because they want to get paid. So
I was gonna say a lot of pressure is being applied.
And the
My opinion on
and
Snap is
Democrats
pretty
are-
simple.
And you know what the Democrats are saying? They're saying no. We have to win the election, so we're going to keep the government shut down.
I hope it blows their
So
face.
in terms of Snap itself, in my personal opinion, I'm a little more fiscally, more left wing than most people here. I do actually like the Snap program. I just think that the way that they've implemented it has just been horribly. It's been horribly done. It doesn't really taper off. It has a hard cap on how much you have to make before you get to use it, and a lot of it just goes towards just the most unhealthy bullshit imaginable. Any Snap program where a large chunk of your cart is like candy and soda, it's unacceptable. And then it's just a bunch of unhealthy frozen shit. It really should just be fresh foods that you should be able to buy. And fresh food is, if you'd believe it, cheaper than most processed foods.
I was
you
gonna,
know,
you can get a thing of bananas for only $1.50 or something. You can get apples for only $2. You know.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, you know, a wise bearded hillbilly from Virginia once said, "If you're
Thank you.
He did say that. This is true.
That was perfect timing.
Oh my
That
gosh.
was awesome.
That was
Yeah, dude.
perfect.
Not only do they say this, there are multiple scientific, peer-reviewed studies supporting this claim.
I was gonna say, dude, this is a well-known fact. They do say this.
It's just the timing of that was impeccable.
That was perfect. Just like
Oh
what
my-
they always
Well,
say. Oh, there he goes
Oh,
again.
there we go. Oh my gosh. Real Texan,
gotta-
you dead?
It's over.
I think he's
Yeah,
dead.
I mean, I'm driving right now, so
Yeah, you
maybe.
cut out the perfect time. That
Oh,
was
he's
just
drunk
perfect.
driving. It's 5:30.
Oh, wait, when did I? Hold on, when did I cut out?
As soon as I
Right
talked
before you
about-
said the quote.
Yeah, right before the quote cut, you were saying that, it just immediately gone.
Okay, yeah, I'll say yeah. So, as a wise bearded hillbilly once said, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, X is out not to pay for your bag to the ground.
This is so true.
Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about?
Richmond, north of Richmond.
As a wise man once said, I've never seen a fit person drink Diet Coke.
I've never seen a thin
That
person
is so
drink
true.
Diet Coke, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but yeah, so I think with I don't know. I don't know.
Confucius once say, man with hand in pants feel cocky.
Okay, anyways.
No true.
Okay. So I think overall with the let's go back to New York because that is kind of the point of the stream. The poll for Quinnipiac, it does show something kind of funny. So
Fucking hilarious, actually.
thank you. So this poll right here from Quinnipiac, oh gosh. So oddly enough, Curtis Lee was dude, what the hell is that? Thank
I don't
you. But yeah, so funny enough, Staten Island's actually going to Mamdani, according to this poll.
So true.
What?
It says 33% Mamdani, 27% Cuomo, and 29% Sliwa.
No.
What?
I mean,
Real.
that
Patriots.
that is something I honestly could see. Because I think if Cuomo and Sliwa are going to split the vote enough, Mamdani could probably win that.
Yeah,
Well,
according to this
no,
poll,
because what percent did Harris get in Staten Island? It
Didn't she
wasn't even
get, like,
30.
Like
I don't think
She got like 35%.
33%.
she got 30. She got 34.7.
Mamdani is going to get like maybe a quarter of the vote in Staten Island. The rest of it's going to go to Cuomo and Sliwa. There's literally, I don't think it's mathematically possible for him to win it by
No, it's
plurality.
Patriots. They're Patriots in
Sorry.
Staten
all
Island.
the Italian ex voters, they're all going for Mamdani, you know.
Yeah. Prince Writer for 10. Finally, comment from me. In North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, GOP have sent people, including me, to New Jersey to harvest ballots. West Virginia, Idaho, and Ohio have sent people to Virginia, Wisconsin, have sent people to Pennsylvania to harvest. Yeah, so I've heard we got a ground game going in New Jersey. Is it enough? To be determined, but...
What even is the Democrat base in Staten Island?
I know it's Latinx voters up north.
I just checked the mayoral primary, and it looks like Mamdani got 38% of the vote in Staten Island.
Yeah, he's not winning freaking
yeah, and
Staten
that's
Island.
just
He's
Democrat.
going to get 20% of the vote in Staten Island at most. He's not even going to get 25. Like 20% on a good day.
You were asking about what the Democrat base is in Staten Island. Let me check. I have the precinct map.
All right, so right here.
He did worse in the Bronx than Staten Island.
What?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I found it right here.
He's in
The Democrat voter base in Staten Island is the northern portion up by. It's pretty much up by Jersey, not by Jersey City, but it's all Black and Hispanic voters.
So Latinx.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
all
so
Latinx voters.
that would be okay. So that'd be Cuomo's base then.
So Latinx and Black X voters,
Yeah.
basically.
So
You mean blacks? The blacks voters? Blagsit?
Oh gosh.
We're gonna get off the plantation.
I will.
Fuck up. You and I can't make the same joke at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know what this means.
I will reiterate this. So Mamdani got 38% of the vote in Staten Island. He got 34% of the vote in the Bronx.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Every time I hear the Bronx said fast, I hear LeBronx, like LeBronx James.
Oh, God.
LeBron.
Marcus Holiday for 10. Does Rich Barris or Robert Barnes believe the Republicans won't win the midterms? And if that's what he believes, how is he coming up with the idea when trend suggests otherwise? Just a thought. Both Rich Barris and Robert Barnes lost their damn minds.
I
But
feel like Richard Barris loses and then finds his mind like probably twice a year at this point.
that's
The
true.
thing
Yeah.
is with Barris is, I've long been a critic of Barris.
Oh yeah, I remember that back in 22. That was fun.
But the thing is with Barris is like he sometimes makes good points, but then he makes points that are so asinine that it discredits everything good that he says.
It's like how he says like Trump's approval's collapsed, and you know what his approval rating according to his poll is today?
It's like what, like
Like
47?
It was
Yeah,
50-50.
Oh, it was really 50-50.
I
was like-
mean, Mark Mitchell did have Trump at -8 today.
Yeah, but the rest is
Something,
something
right? The problem with people don't understand these pollsters are putting out poll. I'm pretty sure the polling aggregate in RCP is like -7,
Yeah,
-6.5 or something like that. It really, and that is not only good for like a president in general. For Trump in particular, it is higher than I don't think his polling average was ever. I don't even think it was below double digits negative in his first term. At least not after the honeymoon period. At
thing that I
first,
always
if you
wanna-
look at the polling average, at first it looked like he was going to have the Biden issue, where the very first summer something happens and then his approval rating just plummets. We saw it. He followed Biden's approval rating all the way till the summer, and then it stagnated and then rebounded while Biden's just kept crashing. We aren't really seeing him. His approval rating isn't going anywhere. It's staying exactly where we want it to be.
And keep in mind too, like with a lot of the recent approval, a lot of the polls that have him down by like more than 10, it's like YouGov, Yahoo,
Yeah,
Ipsos,
some really
Quinnipiac. It's
shitty
the same
ones.
garbage pollsters from 2024.
Yeah, let's pull
Um,
let's pull RCP right now. Let's go look at the quality pollsters. The the quality pollsters, the pollsters that
I
are
was gonna say, every pollster that
standard.
has him losing badly is like they were either way off or they always have.
So let's see here. Okay,
approval polling.
those polls that have him at least -10, they are the following: The Economist, dog shit; Yahoo News, dog shit; Reuters, awful; Quinnipiac, everybody knows Quinnipiac's a joke. So yeah, that's your quality pollsters, everybody.
Quality
Yeah,
pollsters.
it's always the pollsters that were off by 5 or 6 points that are pumping out horrible polls
And
for,
it is-
for approval rating.
People understand, but like The Economist and Yahoo News, they're just the same poll.
That's the same poll.
Yeah, they just have slightly different weights. So all they're doing is just double dipping. So yeah, that's all they're freaking doing. That
That
shit
should be
count.
illegal, by the way. Like that should straight up just be fucking illegal.
Because if it's the same sample just weighted differently, that's one poll. You're
Yeah,
adding it to
so-
the aggregate
Because
unnecessarily.
remember, The Economist, Yahoo News, and CBS News, they all use YouGov. They all use the same data set. Every single one of them. And they mysteriously all get the same results, basically. So,
It really does make you think.
well, I mean, even Rich Barris brought this up a couple years ago. It's like, it's just the same shit poll. Like, if you have the same shit data set, it doesn't matter how much you weigh it, it's garbage. And they just use the same polls all the time. So it just inflates the average.
It kind of fascinates me in a way that like you have like Rich Barris like talking about how like people are stupid to like believe the polls that are saying that have Democrats at like 20% approval rating, but then he's like citing them also to point out like how Trump's approval rating is like collapsing right now.
I will
just find
say
that very
this
funny.
about the Democrat approval poll. That number probably is real. It's just that people
Israel.
People see the poll and immediately go, "Oh my God, these people think Democrats are too far left," which isn't the case. A
No.
lot of those voters, I would say about maybe like a quarter of the people who disapprove of Democrats just don't think they're far left enough. These are
Yeah, I
voters
agree.
who think the party is too establishment, they either think the party is too economically
people who vote
centrist.
for like Sanders and Mamdani. That's who they are.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there are people who like these aren't people that go,
the
man,
Hassan
Democrats
Piker
are.
vote.
Yeah.
The Hassan
it's
Piker
look,
vote.
It's the Skittles Squadron and the fucking Black Lives Mobilized division.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
people
gosh.
that just they want the party to go further left, which you
Okay.
know, I mean, whatever.
All right. Marcus Holiday for 2. Apologies, I meant Rich Barris. Okay. Nails Bandicoot has been member for 25 months. Well, it's been a while. Charlie Howard has joined the channel. Thank you so much. Charlie Howard for 5. Hey, Rapstar, became a member again. Had to cause my debit card got stolen. Oh, F the chat for Charlie Howard. That sucks.
Oof.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Oh,
I don't know what
gosh.
those words mean.
But yeah, so this is a good
Yeah,
point.
you don't
Somebody in
fucking
chat.
speak English, you fucking Irishman.
Oh, jeez. Thank you. So, oh yeah, sorry here in chat. This is a good point by somebody. Barris can tolerate. He's not that bad. Barnes, on the other hand, has gone bonkers. Yeah. Do you guys see the take on Russia he had today?
No.
Let me pull this
Wasn't-
up.
Oh, okay. All I know about Barnes is I was following the Rittenhouse thing. He was involved in that, wasn't he?
Yeah, then he got like thrown out or something.
He got thrown
Yes.
out. He wasn't even allowed to be Kyle's lawyer. I'm pretty sure is what it was.
Yeah.
Like that's my only experience with him, which is not a very good one.
Yeah, so everybody knows there's a Dutch election today, right? And is Luke here? No, he's not. Damn it. Because I would have wanted his
The
take.
Dutch-
Our
the Dutch
third worldist is not
convention.
here. It's over.
Yeah. So, you know, okay,
Sorry,
so.
you guys forget that I speak Dutch or something? Hello?
Oh, yeah, I
ik spreek
forgot. So, Tyrone.
Nederlands.
Tyrone, I'm sorry. So, okay, obviously the Dutch election was. Okay, why did was the PVV that lost?
Yeah,
Yes.
Why do you guys think they lost?
I honestly have no fucking clue.
Clearly.
Why are we discussing this when Luke's not here? Because he knows everything.
I know, but just take a
Mhm.
guess, all right? Because I might have found the greatest take on Dutch elections I've ever seen.
They were too pro-immigration.
No.
The reason why they lost is because they rigged it.
Oh,
They-
perfect timing.
Our third
Luke
worldist is
back,
here.
everybody.
Look,
Hey, good,
Luke, why-
good timing, Luke. We're
Look,
talking
why did
about the Dutch.
why did the PVV lose today? Just quick explanation. Don't go on a long tangent. Just like quick.
Okay. Basically, right wing fractured, and center left won because of that.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
so-
According to Robert Barnes, they won because the left won because of Israel.
Ah,
Their
No,
opposition
that
to
doesn't
Israel.
work like that. If you combine all the right wing parties in the Netherlands, they only net lost 1 seat. It was just because voters went from the PVV to other right-wing
No,
parties.
but no,
That's
Robert
fine.
Barnes said here, what stood out for the surprise winner of the Dutch elections? Their opposition to Israel.
Wow.
Okay.
Wait,
Barnes
is,
is losing
Barnes,
it.
is Barnes trying to suggest that the PVV, aka Wilders, Geert Wilders, is anti-Israel? The
No,
guy
he's saying he lost because he's pro-Israel.
I thought Barnes was like, extremely pro-Israel. Like that's his
Noted anti-Semites, the Dutch people, famous for being the dumping ground of, not the dumping ground, famous for being the refuge of all Jews from France, Spain, England,
Poland.
Germany,
Would like to
Poland,
point out
yeah, I'm sorry. The Dutch are one of the most like Jew-friendly fucking people in history. There's no fucking way the right-wingers lost because they were too pro-Israel.
Tyrone.
Also, I'd like to point
Tyrone,
out as
you're
well,
forgetting about
the largest center-right party in the country, the VVD. They lost net 1 seat. They were supposed to lose a lot more, and they are extremely pro-Israel, even more so than Wilders.
No, but no,
Tyrone,
freaking.
you forgot about the most actually pro-Jewish people. It's the Confederacy.
Oh, jeez.
Hold on, wasn't Wilders
The Dutch
Wilders
Confederacy.
Party? Was Wilders Party the PVV?
PVV, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
PVV.
Yeah, he's
but
leader of the PVV. The VVD was the center-right party.
Yeah. I mean, I meant PVV. But didn't he drop out of the race, or did she like been?
No, he just stopped campaigning. That's another thing. He stopped campaigning because he was getting like a bunch of death threats.
I'm Battlefield for 5. You guys saw the Jared Golden Kaluza seat to LePage. Oh, he's screwed now. What the hell are they doing up in Maine? You guys see that?
What
I saw
happened?
that poll, yeah.
What happened?
The Democrat Party.
I was about to ask, could Wilders campaigning may have led to him losing or the party losing?
Damn.
Incomprehensible.
Well, what I was going to say is, in Maine's 2nd District, the state auditor, who's a Democrat challenging Jared Golden, he basically got the endorsement of the entire state party today. Everybody endorsed him. Like all the state legislators and stuff.
This is good.
Dude, Maine Dems are gonna like blow a winnable Senate and House race next year.
Dude, they're gonna, they might even blow the fucking governor race at this point. Although I think the governor is a moderate
if they
Democrat.
have like Graham Plattner as the Senate nominee, I think that could have severe consequences for like the governor race and whatnot.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, is Senate or governor considered top of the ticket in off years?
Technically, governor is
governor,
but a Senate race where because here's the thing: if Graham Plattner is the nominee, he would become the face of the Democrat Party of Maine. It wouldn't matter who their governor candidate is. Like at that point, like this guy who said all that stuff, if he's their candidate, he's going to be the front candidate. I think
he's proved that Democrats are the real racists.
Yeah.
By the way, Luke, sorry about the little stroke I had, but my question was that could Wilders campaigning? Could Wilders suspending his campaign have been the reason that they lost, or part of it?
Oh, almost certainly. Yeah, he would have come in first. And I would like to stress too, this is an exit poll, and he was losing by 2 seats. He could come in first at the end of the night. We'll have to wait and see.
All right, American Nerd for 2. Geert Wilders will never be the Dutch Prime Minister, will he? No.
The other thing about the Netherlands too is Israel isn't really like a big issue there in comparison to the United States, for example.
Nobody gives a shit. I don't get why people fucking. I don't know. It's stupid.
I mean, I think the country in Western Europe where it's probably the biggest issue is maybe Ireland.
And the reason there is because
or the UK,
because they have parallels between them and
So, anyways, yeah. So
well, Ireland is probably the most pro-Palestine Western country, easily by far, and I think a lot of that is just because of their history with the conflict there, and Ireland, Northern Ireland.
Yeah. So, anyways, I got the tweet right here proving that the Democrats they have united behind Matt Dunlap in Maine 2nd.
And by the way, I can confirm the Irish obsession with Palestine myself, because when I was in Ireland this summer, there was a ton of Palestine flags, even in the rural.
Damn.
Really cool. Anyway.
Yeah, so right here. Look at the amount of Democrats that just endorsed this guy, and they're like state representatives.
Yeah, I
and
saw
stuff.
that. I think it was like a former congressman as well.
Yeah, former congressman too. Old state representative, former state rep, state rep, former. So yeah, Maine second. They're gonna they're gonna primary out Golden.
I'd be interested to see if Jeffries gets involved in that.
I mean, all I can say to the Democrats is we would be so owned if you guys decided to primary out Jared Golden, Tom Suozzi, Henry Cuellar, and
Suozzi might be
Perez.
screwed now after what he did today in New York. He's back in Cuomo.
Oh boy,
he just endorsed Cuomo today.
Yeah, so he's receiving a primary challenge.
Good luck.
Yeah, because Cuomo, apparently Cuomo's actually closing the gap. That's what's being talked about.
Right here, more endorsements. Former state rep, former state senator, former attorney general, former county commissioner, former vice chair of the Democrat Party. Yeah, that's a lot of people. Big names.
I also heard there were apparently Trump robocalls going around. They're keeping quiet about that, but yeah, they're having Trump there's this robocall going around of Trump telling people to just hold their nose and vote Cuomo, which doesn't surprise me. Trump has been rooting for Cuomo the whole cycle, by the way.
All right, hold on. American Nerd for 2. Didn't Ireland already have an election? Yeah, for president.
Yeah, the reason the insane person won was because the other candidate was a Protestant. Yeah, that's how Ireland operates.
Patriots.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyways, so yeah, when it comes to New York, I gotta pull the Suozzi thing because frickin' these dumbasses, they're gonna primary out Suozzi now because what he said today was shit. Where you at? Right here. He said, I'm a Democratic capitalist, not a Democrat socialist. I endorse Andrew Cuomo. I cannot back a declared socialist with a Fed resume to run the most complex city in America. We need leaders who will fight crime, not undermine the police, who will create jobs, not harm the economy, blah, blah, blah. And he's fucked now. So, yeah, now you got, Jared Golden out, basically. Now you got Tom Suozzi probably out, too. Good job. That's the state of the Democrat Party, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations, Dems.
Well, and even in 2024, I mean, Suozzi didn't win by that much, all things considered.
He barely won. Let me pull this up.
He won, I think, by 3 points.
Tom Suozzi, he won by 4 as the incumbent.
Okay.
Won by 4. And now, you're in a Trump... Is this a Trump plus 2 district? Right?
It's a Trump district. I don't know by how much, but...
Yeah, so...
Suozzi's district, I think it voted for Trump by 3 or something.
It's one of these 2 seats they voted Trump, the other one voted Harris, I think. But yeah, so these dumbasses...
I believe it was Despacito's seat that voted for Harris, and then Suozzi's that voted for Trump.
So yeah, they're gonna primary out Golden, Suozzi, then the Perez probably in Washington. Good luck. The only Democrats can win these seats. American Nerd for 2. Suozzi sounds like a boomer con. Well, he is kind of a blue dog Dem, so, but not really. Of course, he votes the line 90% of the time. Well, 90% of the time is actually still too conservative, even in a Trump plus 1 seat or whatever. So, yeah. He won by 3 in a Trump plus 5 seat. That's why. Okay, Trump plus 5. Yeah,
that makes sense because that's where that's all of Nassau County. So
go ahead, run a Democrat socialist. Go ahead,
run a communist in that seat. Yeah. We need to fucking fund every Democratic socialist Tea Party 2026 challenger. We need to fund them in the primaries. We need to get the most unelectable psychopathic communist Mamdani clones as the
They did that in 22 with Doug Mastriano, don't forget.
Yeah. We're going to do the same to them and even more, okay? We need to double...
We're going to do things you'd have never done before.
That's a good transition into the other topic. So, y'all know that Kat Abu, whatever lady running in Illinois?
Yeah.
Well, I think she got indicted for, obstruction of ICE.
Oh, seriously?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
The
Anyways.
one super online influencer in Illinois.
Yeah, she's a progressive
Cat, whatever her
influencer.
name
She's
is.
running for Congress. Cat something, I don't know. I think all her campaign is weird because I think she's running a campaign where she's running zero TV. So I think she's trying to rely entirely on you.
Entirely on what?
She's trying to rely entirely on young voters.
Damn.
Yeah, I meant you. I said you vote.
Masterful gambit strategy.
Now here's the thing: her getting indicted for obstructing ICE may actually get her vote.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
it
gonna
will,
win her.
because-
It's gonna win her the votes.
Because I think in a Democrat primary, especially with the high propensity voters love Democrats that are targets of the Trump regime, basically, in their words.
The Trump regime.
Well, yeah, it's like the one clip that was kind of going viral about this one like chick. Her name is like Jennifer Welsh or something, and she was basically like saying like that she was gonna go after like Democrats that don't toe the line on like ICE and immigration and so forth.
Well, there's a nutcase podcaster saying like, if you support Trump, you're like I got pulled the clip. I forgot what she said. That might be the person you're talking about.
I think we're talking about the same person, but yeah, no, because she aired a clip of like people like at the No Kings rally saying that they're okay, they're happy that Charlie Kirk is dead.
Oh yeah,
and then she said,
we have big-ish news. We got big-ish news. The Republican Governors Association just dumped $4 million last-minute dollars into Sears campaign. So
that
means for the last week, Sears is going to basically have a monopoly on TV ads.
What about Jack?
Near one.
What about Jack Ciarelli?
I will say I heard Trump was getting as of a couple weeks ago, Trump got a bunch of donors to give to him. But I will say this will be pretty good because it won't be enough for Sears to win. But I think what it will do is I think election day turnout will be pretty good if there's a lot of ads on the TV. So we'll have to wait.
Okay, where are you getting this info from?
Shane Goldmatcher. He's a New York Times national.
Yes. All right, Yoshi Fan Nick for 2. Is Europe becoming more right leaning? It's Europe. Enough said.
I mean,
it's moving more to the right than America is.
Yeah,
almost certain.
At least when it comes to
I
immigration.
I know Trump's trying to get donors behind Jack, but it's not the RGA though, is it? I don't know. Is the RGA not basically ignoring?
They were running even in ad spending.
Yeah, right here. So yeah, Democrats the RGA, they're spending $4 million on Virginia in the last second. They must got some internals showing that my guess is 2 things. One, they want to get Reid over the hump. That's number 1, I think.
I think because here's what I'll tell you. I think Reid has a really good shot at winning this.
Yeah, so
you're seeing him narrowing in recent polls. Here's the thing: if we get Jack elected and we win 2 of the 3 statewide races in Virginia,
that's a red wave.
We won the night. We won the night.
Some other big news. The U.S. Senate voted to terminate Trump's tariffs on Canada, 50 to 46.
Doesn't matter. The House is going to have to confirm it. Johnson said he's not going to confirm any of it, and Trump could still veto it. It would have to go over. It would have to go over the filibuster.
Rand Paul voted.
It's symbolic. It's all symbolic.
Yes, Rand Paul voted to stop it, as you would expect, and so did Mitch McConnell.
Of course.
Yeah. Hold on. Let Tyrone finish.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying that it's all performative nonsense. They can't stop it, and if anything, it just makes them look fucking bad because they know that they can't stop it. Trump's going to be able to veto it. They're not going to have enough votes to override the veto. It's all performative, and all it just gives is this look that Rand Paul and all these other asshat Republicans are working with Democrats to try and overturn stupid shit while they completely refuse to open the government up from the shutdown.
Yeah.
They hate you. It's that simple.
Yeah, so I think with when it comes to the whole votes with Rand Paul, Rand Paul, aren't you ever gonna do anything about Fauci? Aren't you gonna ever do anything about that? Now you're in power. Remember that was his whole shtick the last 5 years? Oh, when I'm in power, I'm going to go after Fauci. Has he done a single thing with that? Has he done a single thing yet?
Who? Fauci who? Who?
You don't know who Fauci is?
Fauci's that guy from the Fire Rises mod. You know the.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't know I don't know an Fauci.
I mean,
Oh jeez.
I mean, the only thing I think that happened was Trump removed his like security grants or whatever. I think that's the only thing that really happened to Fauci.
For the record, I'm joking, but Fauci's basically.
Yeah, I know.
That's the thing. Here's the thing: Fauci's not relevant. He's not. He's not relevant anymore. I think everybody's forgotten about him.
I know, but like,
No one gives a fuck.
I'm just saying, like, though, like Rand Paul, his whole shtick was like, I'm gonna go after Fauci when we're in power, and he's done nothing. So that should tell you everything about Rand Paul.
Yeah, I mean, Trump has unironically done more to like stop Fauci than Rand Paul has this term.
Charlie Howard for 2. Can we win any of the Virginia state legislatures?
It's not hard to believe that Trump is doing more than libertarians, because libertarians are do-think people.
Charlie Howard
Is
for
it
2.
fair to call libertarians people even?
Oh gosh, Charlie Howard for 2. Can we win any of the Virginia state legislative seats? I mean, we'll win some, but I don't know if it's be enough for a majority. But
I will say with the funding thing, I know there's the donor thing. Do we know if Trump's actually gotten the donors to donate to Jack?
I don't know.
To bring up a lobster.
What? Okay.
I don't know. Because again, I'm just worried. I'm just worried that Virginia is getting too much attention after Jay Jones, and New Jersey should be getting a lot more.
I mean, couldn't you also argue that's probably a good thing, because then it keeps New Jersey out of the federal light, because it keeps it more on local issues like going against Phil Murphy?
I guess that could be the case. I don't know. I'm trying to. We still need to get the little fences out in New Jersey, but not fences are already all over.
Yeah, I think with the whole like the copium about New Jersey's like, oh, it's gonna be D+20. No, it's not. Like, guys, Trump should do better, or Jack should do better with independents and Democrats than Trump will. So it's counter.
Well, and we went over this the other day, but I mean, the Jewish turnout right now for Chattarelli is actually looking better than 2024.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I don't know how much of the vote that will constitute, but that's still a good sign there.
I do want to point something out. A friend of the stream who lives in New Jersey showed us some of the ads that they're trying to send Democrats to like vote against Chattarelli. The Democrats are trying to campaign on Jack Chattarelli raising taxes. That's like the argument.
Yeah, if you've reached that point as a Democrat, you have to run on that.
It's like 8 out of the 10 ads that he showed us, or just like
I will
like,
also point
that
out
poor Photoshops
so
of like
you said that the
oh fuck.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
and he's gone. Oh.
Damn.
Hold on, my bad. I thought my mic wasn't working. What I will say, you were pointing out that the Jewish turnout is higher this year.
Well, it's more Democrat this year, but it's not as bad as some people claim it is.
I meant the Jewish turnout.
Oh
yeah.
Jewish
I said
turnouts through
that,
the
yeah.
freaking roof. Yeah.
Like in Lakeview, I think is what it's called.
It's
Lakewood. Because I don't
Lakewood.
think any of the Jewish organizations endorsed in 2024.
No, I think
They
they endorsed
didn't.
Trump. I think some of them did for Trump.
Maybe
The
not
one,
maybe
the one, was it like the V Day, whatever how you
The
say
VOD.
it?
The VOD.
The VOD did not endorse him, and I know they endorsed Murphy in 2021.
the VOD not endorsing in 24. That might be why, because I think a lot of them they don't show up if the rabbis don't basically tell them to.
Yeah.
So the rabbis told them to vote for Jack. They're gonna get off their asses and vote for Jack.
Let's see here.
well,
I thought Democrats love raising taxes. Well, that's the thing with Democrats. Like they love running on raising taxes, but then when they start losing, it's like, oh, the Republicans want to raise taxes.
Well,
Which
my
tell you
point more
everything.
so with that, my point in sharing that was the earlier conversation about the New Jersey race being about local issues. The fact that they can't like bring Trump into the conversation, and that it's just like really difficult for them to do anything except for being like, Jack's going to do a 10% sales tax. That is terrible. That is terrible for them. And I think, you know, if you were trying to smoke opium for this specific race, I would kind of lean on that. Like, it really is just they have terrible campaigning.
Yeah. American Nerd for 2. Worst case scenario for New Jersey, D+1 or 2. I wouldn't go that far. Worst case scenario is like D+10, I think. D+15, D+12 or something. I'm Battlefield for 2. Any update on Mike?
I really can't see it being that lopsided.
Okay. I am Battlefield
I'll
for
shut
2.
up.
I am Battlefield for 2. Any update on Mike Collins and Mike Rogers? Mike Collins is leading a new poll for Quantus Insights, so Mike Rogers is in a good position to win. So there's that. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just saying like D+10. That's kind of my worst case scenario for Jack. Maybe D+12. That's like if shit hits a fan next week, which I don't think's gonna happen, but that's my absolute worst case scenario right now.
I mean, realistically, I think the race is probably going to be within 3 either way.
I think so. Well, I mean, look at you guys see the betting markets, how crazy they are. You hear these freaking morons there is like in like New Jersey, there's only like a 40% chance it's within 6% on Kelce right now. It's something egregiously
Oh yeah,
low.
I see. Yeah, because Jack's chances went down to 16% on Kalshi right now.
Listen, you want I don't know, just like there's some of those betting markets just bullshit, but Prince Rider for 5. For reference, internal show Jack winning Indies by 19, the crossover vote 9% to 2%. That might be enough for him to win, if that's the case. That might be enough for him to win.
Well, and from what I could see, it sounded like at least what Qantas found on the race, they found that everyone was very enthused to like turn out for this race. So that suggests that there's going to be very high turnout for the governor's race next week. And that Republicans were the most enthusiastic to turn out and vote than any other group.
Charlie Howard for 2. Any new North Carolina Senate polls? There hasn't been any for a while.
I haven't heard anything.
All I do know is I know Roy Cooper's in a lot of shit. That's what I've heard. So let's pull this up here. Yeah, the latest poll is from Harper Polling, and they felt like a 5-point, like a what is that? Like a 3-point shift in a month. So yeah, there has not been a poll like for Michael Whatley versus Roy Cooper in over a month. So yeah,
this is hilarious. I just discovered my latest favorite trend on TikTok. Working class black people attacking the SNAP program for promoting black people being lazy and not working.
American Nerd for 2. The only Republican to think of raising taxes was Bush 41. And yeah, we all know how that went. How did that go for Bush in 1940 or not 1941, 1991? How did that go for him? Not too good. Not too good. All right. Yeah, I think Roy Cooper's done. You guys agree?
Yeah. I've been saying Cooper is going to fuck for a while, but people are just now hearing my gospel.
Well, no, I said when Whatley entered the race that I felt he was going to win because Whatley doesn't piss around when he's running.
Yeah, so it was a 50-50 race at the start. But now it's like, I have no clue what Democrats are doing now. I mean, look at voter registration. Look at that shit. It's getting worse for Dems by the day. Which I didn't think was possible, but yeah. Not looking good for them. All right. North Carolina's weird, but yeah, Roy Cooper's in trouble. I mean, when's the last time a Democrat won statewide in a federal race in North Carolina? Like 2014? Not even that. 2008? Seriously. Last statewide office or last federal race that Republicans lost North Carolina in. Statewide, at least. You have to go back to like 2008. So, yeah. All right. Yeah, 2008. Cooper so far has had to defend himself with the Charlotte situation. Yeah, that's why he's gone down the polls a lot. So All right.
Well, and I mean, how much? I mean, and considering that the base of the Democratic Party is like moving more and more into progressivism, why is like a boring neoliberal white guy going to do super well in the Democratic primary?
It's not possible. Could they maybe do good? Yeah, but
like Cooper is going to have to position himself more to the left in like some portion of the primary, because if not, he runs the risk of like a progressive like running against him.
Well, I don't think there's no way progressives wins.
No. Cooper's gonna win the primary easily, but he might have to like pander more to progressives.
American Nerd for 2. Any updates on the Gaza situation? Vance assured us that there was nothing going to happen. So, yeah, Vance said that. I don't know if that's going to be hold on or whatever, but yeah, we'll see.
Something else that was kind of big. Do we want to talk about the trade deal with South Korea today?
I didn't see the details about it, but I know it's a lot of money though. That's all I know.
Yes. So I forget the exact. Huh?
350 billion.
Damn.
Yeah, and then because they didn't want to deal with a 25% tariff from the Trump admin, so they agreed to invest $300 billion into the U.S. while Trump lowers tariffs to 15% in South Korea.
Yeah, that looks like the universal tariff now, 15%.
And it sounds like Trump is going to be meeting with Xi Jinping tomorrow on part of like his like whole trip into Asia.
I thought it was tonight actually. I thought it was like tomorrow morning there, but like tonight here.
Oh well, I guess okay. Relative to time, then yeah, it would probably be tonight for us.
Yeah, but it's like 10 o'clock over there, and it's be 10 p.m. tonight or something. I'm very curious. I mean, there's rumors going around they got a trade deal done. They just got to sign it. That's what people were reporting.
That's what I had heard too from what I read about the trade situation. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I mean, that's going to be very interesting. Well, what is going to be the deal with China? Because that's kind of the big one.
Well, I think there's a lot to go over, but I think Trump's going to ask him for help and leverage and other things, and they're going to do some sort of exchange. Like Trump gets something, it might not even be economical, might be diplomatic. Trump gets something, Xi gets something, everything kind of goes down. Now, if we see nothing from it, that means the meeting probably went bad.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
The thing, going back to South Korea for 5 seconds, I just want to remind everyone, every single time you see Trump go down on a tariff and go up in American investment, he's achieving the same exact goal that he went out to, which is to reduce the trade deficit. If we're producing more and they're investing more in American industry, then more is being made here and more is being sold out. So that's the main thing, is that he really is focused on the trade deficit. And just remember, the easiest thing you can tell people who object is, listen, this is free money that he like poofed out of thin air by using American leverage in a way that no politician had the balls to. So
yeah, you explained a lot better. Yeah, I tried to explain it yesterday, but with like Argentina, where it's like, yeah, we're trying to gain leverage on Argentina and like they have a lot of important resources there. But it's like these idiots are like saying, no, we're folding to like China. No, we are making deals. We're reducing the trade deficit.
Well,
yeah, and there's another big reason to it too, which is that a lot of these countries also want to invest in the United States because they see the United States as being the best option between us and China. And South Korea has become more and more anti-China as time goes on.
So there's shaping of the international community going on, but another big thing, people have spent decades upon decades letting the left tear us apart inch by inch, not all at once. Inch by inch, they took things away from us. That's what Trump is doing to the world. We started off with no tariffs on pretty much most of these countries, like baseline tariffs. There were tariffs on like various things, but we've increased the overall amount of tariffs on all of these countries from like 0 to 15% or 20% or whatever. And nobody blinks an eye at it and pretends it's normal because he started off with, I'm going to give you a 50% tariff. I'm going to give you a 70% tariff. How do you not see that as real estate negotiation?
It's like Trump. He leverages the American economy because we're the biggest consumer economy in the world. no one can compete with us. So just like, okay, China.
And not only does he make all these countries settle for higher tariffs than they ever had before, and he kind of placates the home base that's nervous about tariffs at the same time, he's also producing money and investment in America, which is the primary thing that will fuel an increase in productive capacity.
Charlie Howard for 5.
I think what's important to point out too is a lot of people discuss like how like the tariffs have been like a complete failure, but no one discusses how we've had several successful trade deals like Japan, the UK, the EU, Vietnam, and so forth, like where
But
Trump not
like,
only got
even
them
these
to
small
lower their tariffs, but he also opened the markets up in these countries to like American manufacturers. So, like Japan, for example, can now Japanese people can now like buy American cars and stuff at like a far cheaper
yeah.
price.
It's funny. Their car enthusiast prime minister is now importing F-150s. But beyond that, like the thing to me that drives me crazy about people saying, "Oh, the tariffs were a failure," is that even at low tariff rates, the revenue we're pulling in is larger than anyone else ever imagined. It's What are you talking about? The tariffs were a failure.
The only like stuff that caught like the only parts that like for price increases were like very niche things. It wasn't like, oh, everything would have been 80%. No, some stuff did go up in prices. I will admit that, but it's like the 90% of people, it didn't impact anybody. Now Democrats try to run that tariffs being inflation, but you know that went.
Well, there's next to no pass through, and except in specific areas. Oh my gosh, your Funko Pops went up. Oh, shut the fuck up. But like there was very little pass through of the tariff rate to consumers in most goods. And the other big thing, oh gosh, my brain just stopped. Okay, keep going.
All right, Charlie Howard for 5. Cooper pandering to progressives will sink him in North Carolina. My state is an ultra conservative. We were definitely not progressive. Yeah, that's be stupid, but we'll see what he does. But yeah, I do think when it comes to the trade stuff, this was always Trump's deal. Okay, it's like if you don't have a fair trade deal with us, here's a 100% tariff. Go fuck yourself. That's what he did, and he got down to 50%. So
this was the point I was going to make. The amount of tariff revenue we're pulling in annually at this point, wider or shorter than it currently falls, is enough to pay for one of our massive welfare programs. Like, it's enough to pay for one out of the list of them. Like the tariffs are enough to just pay for the food stamps, or they're just enough to pay for portions of Medicare or something. Like, that is a giant chunk of like the budget. And if you're one of these people that had a giant hissy fit in the middle of the year over trying to balance the budget, sorry, but that's actually getting us closer to balancing the budget. I don't care if you don't like the economics, it's working.
Yeah, I mean, that's what people understand. Like, even then, like everybody talk about the big beautiful bill. It's like, but the deficit did not go up that much from what I've heard, especially with like the tariff stuff. So these people just been wrong with everything. Now, like trade stuff, again, we don't know what the China deal is gonna be, but I have to assume it has to be with we get some kind of big investment from China somehow.
I mean, really, the two biggest holdouts, and granted, these are two of like the largest trade partners of the United States that like are still giving us problems on tariffs, are China and Canada. So yeah, I mean,
China, they have to at this point. Like they have such a big problem with the trade war with the U.S. economy, because that's their entire economy based on the U.S. one.
I think what's kind of the funniest thing with all of this is that like what Trump's doing isn't even like textbook protectionism. It's just balancing the trade deficit. It's just imposing reciprocal tariffs on a world where every other country is engaging in a type of protectionism, but we're not, you know?
Well, because America, like, we can't have tariffs because we said so. Logos plus lifestyle for 5. The tariffs are great. My stock account hit record highs today, and Pfizer has agreed to lower healthcare costs contrary to Democrat beliefs. Well, yeah, I mean, that's another thing no one talks about with the whole like Trump RX stuff. Nobody mentions that. Geo wonder why. But yeah, overall with the whole economy stuff, I forgot who posted this yesterday or today, but it's a good point. This really looks like 1983, 1984 with the economy. It really looks like we're at a point where it's like, it's really shit, but then like at some point it's just gonna boom. I don't know what's going to cause that boom, but it seems like we're finally starting to get out of the really messy last couple of years. Real wages are going up. We got trade deals going on. And now even housing's going way down in prices. Now the interest rate's getting cut. So
and again, I'm going
You know what also parallels?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, you know what also kind of parallels the sort of like the 1983 era is also the video game crash of that time.
Yeah, perfect
and with all the stuff
timing.
we're seeing with the console wars and so forth.
Like, go ahead, John.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I call upon the patience of everyone watching and the co-hosts in regards to the economy, because Reagan's economy didn't do the upspin and start really driving until like what was it, half a year before the elections? Maybe.
Yeah.
Like
It was about a year before it started actually getting kind of good, but then a half year boomed. That's what happened.
Because the crash happened in like 1983, and then it was like I think midway through 1984 the economy like picked up.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the same thing. I think we had a really even then you can look at it, we actually had a better year than expected, but it was still not good. Even then, like the Gallup polling has like the economy improving slowly, but I think this is my prediction. We're gonna see an economic boom the next year before the midterms. That's my take.
I think we're going to see an economic boom by 2027 at the latest.
I don't know if we're going to get back to pre-2020, but I don't know. This is a different type of economy that Trump's building than even like 2019.
I think it's possible. I mean, people in the 1983, 84, as you mentioned, they thought there's no way we're ever going to get back to a pre-70s economy. And then the 80s and the rest of the 80s and the 1990s happened, and we had an incredible economy.
Yeah, it's like, this is a weird thing where this is the opportunity for Trump, which a lot of panicans are still going crazy about this, but there is still a possibility that Trump does completely rework the entire economy. For it to actually be real, not this bullshit of, oh, the stock market went up 80% last night, but nobody can buy a house. I'm hoping that's what happens.
And the funny thing is the stock market's actually not doing too bad right now.
Yeah. And so it does prove the stock market's bullshit. It is an indicator, but it's not as good as people thought it was. It just proves how out of touch it is and like far behind it is, really. But I do think what's going to happen is the economy will get better, and I'm hoping for a real economy for working people. I'm hoping that they get real wages going up, they get real jobs here, which is a big issue I have with the Trump admin. Probably my biggest issue with this admin is how they have fumbled the H-1B visa stuff. They have failed miserably on this front. That's my opinion. The what?
Did we talk about DeSantis yet? DeSantis just
we
blocked all H-1Bs in the state.
Yeah. He just banned H-1Bs indirectly, at least in the university system in Florida.
I would like to formally apologize to Ron DeSantis for making fun of him so much in 2023 during the primaries.
He's a dumbass. I don't care. I'm never going to say sorry for
that.
Well,
no, I would not. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't regret not voting for him there. I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry for being so mean to you during that time.
But yeah, so Ron DeSantis.
He's a great governor, but God, he was so awful running for president.
Yeah.
And he really does need to stay in Florida. And we should have gotten Casey DeSantis. I was talking with John about this earlier. Florida deserves Casey DeSantis, but we needed to hit the obligatory black quota with the Republican Party because we're so fucking addicted to minorities. No, he's great, but he's not my preferential candidate, and he is
after
not
looking at Donald.
Looking
at Donald's policies, unless they kind of expand out a little bit more, the stuff that he's kind of running on isn't it's just not hot. It's good stuff overall. It's just I'm not excited about his platform. And yeah, no, like I think I actually mocked the concept of Casey DeSantis, like, shadow governor kind of situation. But George Wallace kind of did similar stuff, and I was like looking back at it, and I was like, well, yeah, I kind of do wish we just had DeSantis again.
All right. Couple super chats. American Nerd for 2. Everyone points to the 30s and why tariffs are bad. Well, oh my! Every time everybody brings up the Great Depression, tariffs had nothing to do with that. That's bullshit. I'm getting so sick and tired of that talking point. Just go look up the tariff rate for like 100 years before that. It's bullshit. The tariffs caused the freaking Great Depression.
It's like everyone cites that, and then they cite the nullification crisis like it's a magic thing that just completely undoes tariffs entirely. But one, tariffs did not cause the Great Depression, so that's false. And two, the nullification crisis did not crash the economy. It led to a political crisis where southern states attempted to nullify the tariff and keep their economies like going.
Yeah. American Nerd.
Yeah, just to add to your point, Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act is what they're saying when they say 1930s. Just remember in your brain, Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act, and it started in June of 1930. That was when it was signed into law. Didn't go into effect until later, and the Depression started in October of 1929. So please explain to me why the Depression anticipated the tariffs by 9 months. Please explain.
They knew they had John. They knew ahead of time. They were like freaking like Alex Jones. They knew. I don't freaking know. It's stupid. The talking point's dumb, and it's like look up. Everybody can look this up right now. The most prosperous time in American history. Can people name like the times it was? Like the 1950s.
Roaring 20s.
Yeah.
1920s.
1990s.
Look up the tariff rates. Look up the tariff rates those years. Most of them. Some years it was lower, but that was
Trump's an admirer of William McKinley, who also was assassinated. And like you look at his tenure as president, he was making gangbusters with tariffs back then. It was like going really powerfully.
And that was an economic boom in the late 1800s. So the tariffs have nothing to do with the Great Depression. No, it didn't. It did nothing. That's a bullshit talking point. Even through the 1920s, Calvin Coolidge used tariffs a bunch. Nobody talks about that. And
so same thing with Warren Harding as well too.
Yeah, Harding.
I also want to proposition something. Our elites back in these time periods were way smarter than any of the people running our countries today. And I'm just going to be honest. They understood all of the things about Adam Smith and free market capitalism and all of the stuff that makes tariffs bad. They understood what makes tariffs bad, but they used them from the beginning of this country's founding in order to like bolster prosperity and build production. We used tariffs at the start of this country's founding to build our industry in opposition to British industry. Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah,
Thomas Jefferson.
And it should be noted as well too that the British economy was the largest economy in the world, like in the early 19th century. But by the end of the 19th century, the German economy had surpassed them. And the German economy partially became so great because they were protectionist and protected their industries extremely well. And even the American economy, I believe, either came close to or like did surpass the British economy as well too.
Well, I mean, guys, Thomas Jefferson, like you said, he libertarians love the guy, but look at what he said about trade and stuff. It's so fucking. It's bullshit.
Okay, so I'll use this analogy. There's a reason that economics and finance are two separate taught disciplines. Economics is theory, finance is application. That is the same deal with free market capitalists talking about their beautiful theory of how markets should work and the application that protectionists lean on. Protectionists may like have some losing debates with theory, but when you go to actual historical instances of protectionism, it works. It works like all the time. Pick any century. Let's just talk about it.
Yeah,
like all the time.
Couple super chats. American Nerd for 6. GameStop should nominate Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize for ending the 20 or 30 year console wars. I agree. Richard Head for 2. Is there any news on fundraising for the midterms? It's been kind of quiet on that front. We'll get updates after the November. Prince Ryder for 5. Panic Kids don't realize Trump had to do foreign policy year 1 and the economy year 2. Midterms, not the other way around. Thank you. So finally somebody brought this up. You know, obviously I've been critical of Trump for the foreign policy stuff, but this idea that, he never has focus in foreign policy, you do realize how he's trying to make the economy grow, right? You need, like, investment. You need money.
Like, the tariffs are simultaneously a domestic and a foreign issue at the same time.
Well, these freaking morons, it's like, no, he's focused too much on foreign policy, which I agree sometimes is like, okay, dude, you've done a lot of foreign policy stuff. Part of that was needed in, like, the Middle East. But it's like, we have to fix this economy ASAP, and the easiest way is fix these garbage trade deals. so it's fair for Americans against like China and like Mexico and stuff. How is this so hard to comprehend for people? And then year 2, I'm hoping they focus on the economy. I think they will now because they've sorted out a lot of the garbage in like the Middle East and hopefully Ukraine. We'll see what happens with China. But
And it should be noted as well too that like we have seen like notable price decreases like in eggs, for example. Gas is the lowest now since 2020, which that's not like where we would want it to be ideally, but it's better than where it was even a year ago.
yeah, and real wages are going up, not to the rate we need them to, but it's going up like 1%. So we are seeing economic growth, and it's going to take a couple months for people to really feel the effects of it.
And I think Harry Enton noted this on CNN. They had a poll recently where they asked like voters like what their top issues were, and they noted that the top issue in the economy went down by like 15% or something. I forget like what exactly it was.
Because what's happening right now is the economy still sucks, but it is improving slowly. And people are seeing like their prices are going down very slowly. You look at the stuff. Look at the housing market. That market's going way down. Same for like egg prices, like you say. And now, obviously,
totally anecdotal, but we had like a crash in our like local housing market. It's pretty cool.
Like I'm noticing, like you can look at any random place, like DC, for example. Look at the housing market there; it's like a ghost town now. But you know, it's a lot of these big markets. Their housing market is going way down in prices. What I think's happening is we're starting to see the effects of what's going on, but especially with the interest rates.
Yeah.
President Gilbert Giddy up for 20. My little brother's crashing out with me on the phone saying that even though the Democrats are hated, Republicans are crashing, and Trump's admin is the most incompetent admin ever. Tell your brother that he's gonna chill.
TDS.
Yeah.
TDS alert.
Just chill. Yeah, right here, this chart right here. Oh, go on.
No, I was just gonna bring up. Never mind. Go ahead.
I guess also with the economy, I think Biden just did so much damage that it's going to take a while for Trump to get it back on track.
Qantas Insights brought this up a week ago. They said, hey, it takes about, I forgot what they said. It was like a year to 18 months before people begin to see the effects of the economy. So like that means like we're still feeling the impact of like Biden's economy, kind of. And it usually takes about a year.
So I guess we are technically in the Biden economy right now.
Kind of. It's a little bit different, but it's not like, oh, he gets all the praise and stuff. It's like, no, it's just usually there's like a 12 to 18 month like gap between the economy and like the effects of it. And yeah, so anyways, here's the real wage growth. And anybody notice anything? Anybody notice anything about this chart?
Oh yeah, when Trump was in office, it was going up. The wages are going up.
Yeah, real wages are going up. Now, 1% I think is not enough because look at the under Biden. Look at how much it sunk.
5%.
Yeah, this right here is why people still think the economy sucks. We basically only recovered from the last year of Biden, basically. We're still like 3 to 4 years behind where we should be. Just be like, okay.
Every single time on like the local level, not politicians, but the insufferable little sycophants that make YouTube videos. And I'm not like if I see a liberal make a video like about a car or about a video game or about whatever, and I start listening to it, they always bitch about the prices. And I'm sorry, but when you destroy a fifth of the entire value of our dollars over the course of what, like 3 years? No,
really?
You're not. That doesn't magically fix itself just because you elect the right guy. And I'm sorry that you don't think it's the right guy and that he really hurts your feelings. Go fuck yourself. That's not how the economy works.
Yeah. But yeah, this chart right here proves what like all Trump has done is he has stabilized the economy from sinking further. That's all he has done, which is not enough, but we still got to go back 5 years. This is just 1 year and it's barely did a dent under the damage Biden did. That's why it feels so bad, because it was so shit under Joe that even objectively improving the economy, and even Gallup is showing this, people are saying like, the economy is getting better. They're not saying it's great. They're saying it's like okay. That's what I wanted to bring up. You know, it's going to take a while, but yeah. American Earth.
It's just gonna kill me when these insufferable sycophants when they go ahead and they go and elect someone else because they're upset about Trump's economy, and they elect someone that does the exact same thing to the dollar that Biden did, it's going to happen. It's just a cycle. It's just a never-ending cycle of blaming the opposition for the things you're doing to the economy. It's so bad.
The economy is.
Just need to get rid of the H-1Bs.
Again, the economy, that is one criticism I think you do that can fix a lot of problems. But part of that, he has to go through Congress. But there are loopholes they could pull if they really wanted to. There's shit Trump could do. Be like, yeah, H-1Bs are gone. Bye. They can pull stuff. But the problem is, it's just.
I think the issue is a lot of Congress is just bought by the Indian lobbies.
Yeah. American
also, we have news on polls. Emerson is going to release a poll tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I believe on New York City and New Jersey.
All right, American Nerd for 6.
Okay, I thought it was going to come out today, but okay, tomorrow. That's good.
American Nerd for 6. Who deserves the full credit for improving the economy? Rap, Trump dissent. I'm gonna say Trump because Trump's director dissent, kind of.
Biden, actually, because it's the Biden economy.
Yeah, it's the Biden economy. Tom for 5. Foreign trade policy
It's
sets
Jerome
the economic.
Powell.
Yeah, real. Tom for to be fair, he finally cut the rates and look at the housing market anywhere. The house prices are going way down.
It's the Biden economy when the stocks go up, and it's the Trump economy when the stocks go down.
Tom for 5. Foreign trade policy sets the economic baseline for the domestic economy to flourish. We can't compete on a global level without first addressing it. Yeah, exactly. So that's why Trump, again, I think it's too much. But this idea that it's like, ooh, he's focused on nothing but like Israel. That's bullshit. That is horse shit. That's objectively false. And I have no clue what Barris is talking about. So, American Nerd for 2. Oh, go ahead.
I want to bring up because like you were talking about this earlier with these pollsters that make most of their revenue on election years. I keep telling you guys, I genuinely think they're just farming for like views and for like other stuff.
I'm starting to wonder.
I have no other way of like interpreting the way that they talk about these issues other than I need to feed my family and I'm just gonna spout some bullshit on a mic for like a few hours.
The problem is like again, I keep harping on like Barris, but like this is what everyone talks about. Like he's good pollster and stuff, and he's saying like, oh, the vast majority of Americans think Trump's doing too much in foreign policy, which yeah, he might be. You know what his poll said? For what % of Americans thought he was doing too much in foreign policy?
Yeah.
It was 50-50. So like
really quickly, I just saw this on my timeline. I'm sharing this because I want the rest of you to see this. The Holocaust was Jesus' crucifixion on IMAX.
What the
What?
That's
Andrew Klavan.
Holy heresy, Batman.
What?
So, yeah,
That's from Andrew Klavan of the Daily Wire.
That's a big heresy.
Andrew Klavan is the lowest poll. Like he's the lowest watched Daily Wire crew member.
I never even heard of this guy.
Wait, is he actually Catholic? What?
So Andrew Klavan.
He's not apparently. Yeah.
Klavan is a Jewish convert to Christianity, but he's like a very kind of liberal Christian, like on stuff like gay marriage and stuff like that.
He has Tyrone, you're gonna love this one. He has since left for the Anglican Catholic Church.
Yeah, that's the ACC for you.
Is he a prostitute? I mean, a Protestant or a Catholic? What?
Prostitute.
The Anglican Catholic Church. It's a fucking scam.
Oh, okay.
It's always Anglicans. Yeah, it's not good. American Nerd for 2. Have we talked about the Biden stuff yet? Yeah, we'll get that tomorrow probably. But yeah,
the auto. Oh yeah, the auto.
We'll get that tomorrow, I think. But yeah, like I can't believe he actually said this. The Holocaust was a crucifixion on. Bruh.
Yes.
It definitely wasn't. There's a big like the Holocaust is awful. But how can you even say like? Oh my gosh.
Well, something to keep in mind, if we're just going by sheer numbers, Stalin killed more, Mao killed more. And the other thing, too, is there have been roughly, 60 million abortions in the United States? That's 10 times the amount of people that reportedly died in the Holocaust. So, I mean,
what heresy would you even call this? That's my question. Like, you got Arianism, you got freaking all that bullshit. What would you call this? Like, Somebody think of a name for what would this
someone called it Holocaustianity.
Yeah, it basically is. These people really think it's unfreaking believable. How can you be a Christian and say this? You're not a Christian if you say crap like this.
Well, I mean, in Klavan's case, I think it's a case of him like valuing his own ethnicity over like the actual religious teachings of Christ, and so that's what leads him to say stuff like, basically saying that the Holocaust was worse than the crucifixion of Christ.
Yeah, this is bad. Freaking, this is like, again, somebody think of a name, declare it an official Harrison call today. Somebody make a name for it. This is ridiculous. And the worst part is this is a serious part of the population that believes this shit, by the way. Not a majority or whatever, but it's like good chunk of these boomers believe this crap.
Well, because they watch the Daily Wire.
Yeah, it's like
Have we talked about the YouGov Texas poll yet?
That poll's
YouGov Texas. Hold on, what is it?
It was like Trump negative like 15.
Yeah, it says Trump has a -9 approval rating. It is an R+4 sample.
Oh, God.
I can't believe that they polled Austin.
They got They have Abbott at minus 11, Cruz at minus
Cruz at
-15,
-15, and Corden at -24.
Gosh. Logos plus lifestyle for 5. How Nancy Pelosi is worth millions because of politics, yet they yell at Trump, who made his money from the businesses for being political, is dumb. Well, I mean, Nancy Pelosi, she literally made her money off of insider trading. Trump lost money for being president. That's the difference between the two. Trump is the first president in a long time to actually lose money in office. He lost billions. And they say he did it all for himself? This is not true. All the money and shit he lost because of running for office. It was billions.
Well, and he used to be a beloved figure of like Hollywood and New York City and so forth. But like when he ran for president, like they all like turned on him. I think it's because like they viewed him as like a class traitor.
Well, he didn't play by the rules. He did not give a shit what they thought. He's like, I got $4 billion. Go fuck yourself. That's literally Trump. That's what happened.
It's really simple, and I'm sorry if you guys don't like me parroting Heinz, but they view the world as a land of friends and enemies. It's Schmittian stuff, my friends, and they see us as enemies. And when Donald Trump ran for president, he declared to all of them, "I am your enemy," and that is how they have treated him from then since. He is an evil, evil enemy. There's not any more to it than that.
Yeah,
he's an evil right-wing Christo-fascist dictator.
They loved him when he wasn't in politics. They loved him. But then he told the truth. Yeah. Well, remember the Republican Party? They attacked him back in 2016 for giving money to Democrats. And he's like, "Hey, I give money to everybody because I want to pay everybody off." Well, that's true. Yep. That's what everybody does. Like big businesses, they just pay off everybody.
I guess by this logic, then Reagan, they could probably attack Reagan for this because Reagan was a Democrat for 50 years of his life.
No, that's their right-wing god. You can't criticize Reagan. Great. The Democrats have been calling Republicans Hitler since Dewey ran against Trump. Yeah, since freaking Dewey. They've been calling every Republican nominee Hitler.
I believe Truman himself even referred to Dewey as Mustache Man as well.
Old Mustache Man. All right. If Democrats nominate somebody like Pete in 2028, I could see a lot of labor unions going with Vance. That is a serious thing. I mean, Democrats, they gotta be careful of the unions. They're starting to break against them now. That whole dam's bursting for the unions. They gotta be very careful.
They won't be.
Yeah, they won't.
I don't even think the Democrats know why they're protesting it at this point. I'm pretty sure the Democrats are just refusing to open the government up because they're just protesting against Trump.
Yeah.
I've thought about it. I've thought about endless scenarios of what they could be doing to try and get what they want. there are a variety of ways where they can get a partial recognition of what they want and work it into their favor, but they're not doing any of that. And my ultimate conclusion with how the Democratic Party has been operating itself this past month with the government shutdown is that they are sustaining the government shutdown solely because Trump wants the government to open up again, and they exist solely to protest against Trump.
That's
It is nothing more, it is nothing less. The Democratic Party is now keeping literally hundreds of thousands, no, actually millions of federal workers, whether it's the federal government's executive branch, it's the armed forces, it's law enforcement, it's Department of Energy, it's any of these people. Literally millions of people are not able to go get a fucking paycheck. Haven't been able to for 2 weeks now. Probably won't be able with November 15th with how this is going. They won't be able to collect their paychecks for 3 to 4 times. And they have to take loans with soaring interest rates, soaring inflation, simply because the Democratic Party wants to be on the opposite issue of where Trump is, and Trump is supporting something so fucking common sense that the federal government's unions, literally the keystone of Franklin Delano Roosevelt's New Deal politics and a fucking essential organ of the Democratic Party since for FDR, since
they
LBJ,
gotta be careful.
is now saying they have to open it up.
They better be very careful in the next couple months with this.
I just need to point out, like, the other thing on top of it, any motive you can decipher out of this shutdown comes down to things that they want to bring. They want to give themselves power again, and they are willing to do anything to they're willing to make their constituents destitute, like beggars on the street, if it mean and disenfranchise all of the bureaucratic workers that they've like pretended that they champion. They are willing to do all of that if it means that they can have more power. Or they can get back power they previously had.
American Nerd for 2. Would they still hate Trump if he ran as a Democrat? Well, he would never win the nomination, but I don't know. But yeah, it's one of those things the federal government, if they keep a shutdown for, if they hold out for the rest of the year, which I don't think they will, I think some Democrats are realizing, oh, the polling's freaking turning against us quickly. If they hold out for the rest of the year, they're going to get killed next year. They're going to get absolutely killed next year because they're fighting.
I think from an ideological standpoint, they're trying to keep it open as long as possible, or they're trying to keep it closed as long as possible in a desperate hope that the Republican Party will compromise on healthcare. Cynically and realistically speaking, and this is what I do think, I think that they are trying to keep the government shut down until the Virginia and New Jersey elections are over because they think that it might be helping them. And they're fucking idiots because it's not.
Here's the thing, if they basically lose the night, then they're going to try to keep it shut down until December, because in December there's the Tennessee special election for that congressional seat.
They have, I mean, it's going to point now where, like, CNN, they're trying to, they're telling Democrats in their face, hey, guys, open the government quickly. Like, the mainstream media is begging them, please open the government, please, God. Your polling's crashing.
We want to win this one congressional seat in Tennessee because
it's like, the problem is they don't have enough, like, halfway sane people anymore in the Senate. Like, yeah, I mean, Fetterman's a hack, but he's one of the few Democrats that realize, hey, guys.
Schumer's basically forcing everybody to keep it closed until the elections.
You have Fetterman going around.
I don't know if y'all saw the interview that was done with Elizabeth, or not interview, but like Elizabeth Warren was questioned. Yeah, I saw it last night. Might have been the other night where the interview was made. They were like, "Hey, Miss Warren, most Democrats support opening the government now. Why aren't the Democratic Party like opening the government?" And Elizabeth Warren said, "Well, it's actually really simple. We're fighting to try and help keep Medicare and Obamacare cheap and affordable because Trump hates middle-class Americans and he hates poor people and he hates Obama and he hates healthcare and he wants us all to starve and be fat
And this lady was like, but Miss Warren, like Trump said he's not gonna touch healthcare. Like they're trying to open it up. And he's like, she said it really dismissively, like, oh well, we've been doing this for a really long time and we play politics here.
He's just lying. He's just
These
lying.
people are fucking. They're gonna get. I'm like, when you have CNN is basically like telling Democrats to their face, you're gonna lose next year if you keep this up. You're gonna get crushed because people are like, what the hell's going on here? Republicans, they don't want to do anything crazy. That's the crazy part about this.
I mean, Democrats basically think they can get away with anything as long as they just blame Republicans.
And here's the fucking thing.
Yeah.
They're not even. The Republicans are literally just saying for now. Like, here's the crazy thing. Warren was confronted by saying, "Look, they're proposing." This interviewer said, "Hey, Ms. Warren, look, we're proposing, or the Republicans are proposing a bill that would just give enough money solely for the paychecks of federal workers in the military." And Warren said, "Well, it's not about just the federal workers; it's about all Americans and giving them affordable health care access."
Yeah.
So it's basically all or nothing.
Yeah, and I know John, he works in healthcare. I'm sure he's got choice words about using it.
Well, no, the thing that I'll just tell everyone is that, yes, there are premiums going up in the marketplace. If you are trying to get any of your old people on Medicare, those are fine. But anybody in marketplace that was getting Obamacare, yeah, your premiums have gone up. Do you know why? Because when Democrats set up their ridiculously high extra subsidies for Obamacare, they put an expiration date on them. We came to the expiration date, ladies and gentlemen. It's expired. It's time's up. And guess what? Republicans aren't going to refresh it because it was ridiculous to begin with and completely unsustainable. Okay? So yeah, no, some people's premiums in certain states are going up, not everybody across the board.
Yeah.
People that needed extra subsidies for particular situations and certain levels of the poverty line, there's going to be some people that have to go and they are no longer going to be on Obamacare. They're going to have health care. They're probably going to have to go get like expanded state Medicaid, or they're going to have to find another solution, but they're not going to be on Obamacare. I'm sorry. I do not care. Obamacare was designed to fail from the very fucking beginning. I know that's a really old ass take, but it has never stopped being true. And the point is never to fix it. Democrats will never fix it, and Republicans can't fix it. The point is to keep complaining about it until we get Medicare for all. And I'm not doing that. I'm not paying for that. I'm never fucking doing that. If you want that, you need it on a state level. You're never getting that out of the federal government. We will collapse.
So
Trump is a concept of a plan.
I do gotta get going, everybody. So last calls for super chats, last calls for anything like that. So yeah, I think overall the shutdown, I am baffled. If they lose next week, I'm gonna laugh hysterically because of this. Because they're gonna lose because of shutdown. That's my take. That's my take.
I just want to say about one more thing about the healthcare thing. I am familiar with Medicare, and I understand what Medicare for all would imply. You have to understand that the shit that the old people get on our subsidies, it is like amazing benefits for like an amount of money. That's why it's going to make us bankrupt on its own. But if you tried to put every single person in America on that subsidy system, we are not going to last 5 years. The math does not math. I'm just going to be honest with you. We give them so much money. We give old people so much money through Medicare. You have no fucking idea. We cannot put the entire population on it. I'm sorry.
All right.
Have you heard that the SNAP cuts are going to help the Democrats?
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, folks, I think that's it for the stream today. I do gotta get going. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back either tomorrow or on Halloween. Maybe tomorrow, more than likely. Maybe Halloween. We'll see you guys then. We'll see you guys next stream video wherever you see us at. Any last thoughts, anybody? Anything? We're done?
Don't do drugs. Don't add or subtract to the human population. And if you get in a fight, make sure you win.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Guys,
if you live in Virginia, New Jersey, or New York City, get out and vote.
That's real.
Go vote today. Go vote. Actually, polls are probably closed in some states, but go vote
Stay
tomorrow.
in line.
Yep. Okay. We'll see you guys next stream video.